Hey everyone, the ECB just put out a brand new study. The big question is now here. Is there a link between this and Ripple and XRP? That's what we're breaking down now. Also, we're putting together an interesting puzzle here. We'll talk about the ECB, the CBDC tests they've been doing, and how Ripple and XRP might fit into this new system. Now let's talk about the specifics. This is what Stellar Rippler gave us. It's going to happen. The ECB's new study only hinted that Ripple's whole plan was correct. Money that is tokenized, quick liquidity, and full compliance. Christine Lagarde, the head of the ECB, has always said nice things about Ripple in talks. It's not on X that the real relationship is. They have NDAS on them. This part caught my attention. Stablecoins are mostly used in the cryptocurrency world, other ways that cross-border funds can be used. The market is definitely getting hotter. As the phrase goes, this is a strategic outlook on the future of settlement assets and digital euro stablecoins. In the future, there will probably be more than one type of money, both public and private. Central bank money will continue to be the reliable anchor for settlements, which means that the ecosystem's integration will stay stable. Close and unquote. Because of these systems, central banks are really afraid that they will become useless soon. They're rushing to use this technology right now because of this reason. Let me show you the report itself. You can get this by yourself if you want to. The title of the paper is Stablecoins and Monetary Sovereignty, Euro 50 Group Meeting, October 18th, 2025. I then fed this whole report into Lexi to help me understand it better. And this is what we found out. The new report from the European Central Bank, ECB, seems to be mostly about stablecoins, tokenized assets, and how they can be used in both public and private financial ecosystems. It talks a lot about fast payments, liquidity, and following the rules set by the ECB. The post on social media says that the ECB is supporting Ripple's whole vision, which includes tokenized money, instant liquidity, and full compliance. However, neither Ripple nor XRP are mentioned directly in the story or any of the images. The ECB stresses the need to grow the global stablecoin market and increase their use in the crypto asset environment, such as for cross-border payments and institutional liquidity. The report draws attention to the fact that stablecoin issuers hold a lot of traditional financial assets. This means that they can work with big money market funds. The ECB wants to come up with new ways for payments to work across Europe with fast payments 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and full compliance and interoperability between public and private systems. The way Ripple builds their whole technology stack means that every part is made to meet all the rules that banking institutions have to follow. That's on purpose, of course. Cross-border legal and regulatory problems are something the ECB thinks about, and they stress how important it is to have accepted central bank money as a settlement anchor. Okay, so first I'm going to show you some Lord Belgrave stuff. Then I'll show you the real testing that's going on right now. It's true that the European Central Bank is testing the record in real time. There you have it. The European Central Bank is using Ripple's technology right now. We'll talk more about that in a moment. This is dropped by Lord Belgrave. Over the years, I've been to meetings that almost no one outside of business has ever seen. I believe there is a mistake. There were ECB officials, leaders from Ripple, and even people with ties to Mosta's new business. This conversation wasn't about ideas. It's about how the new financial standards infrastructure works, how it can work with other systems, and how liquid it is. I've said it before, transformation doesn't happen when the news reports it. It gets there by aligning. Before he took over X, Elon Musk was already interested in autonomous payments. What Ripple has been building in secret over the years is very close to the infrastructure idea he's always talked about, which is instant value transfer across borders. Now that he's in charge of one of the biggest platforms for contact and money transfers in the world, a big thing is about to happen. I'll tell you what I know when the time is right, okay? So now he's giving some real proof about how the ECB and Ripple were connected back in 2018. Look at this. The European Central Bank starts a new service called TIPS, which stands for Target Instant Payment Settlement. Instant euro payments 24 hours a day, 7 days a week made it look like a step up for stores. Take a better look. Word choice, time, and NDAS all point to a different story, one that leads straight to XRP and Ripple. According to a press statement from November 2018, TIPS lets people and businesses send money in real time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. That's where most people stopped reading. In the technical add-ons, they hid words and terms like liquidity optimization across multi-currency corridors, protocol-neutral settlement frameworks, and compliance metadata inseparable from transaction finality. You can tell those words aren't there by chance if you read Ripple's NDAS. It matters what's going on. PSD2 made banks open APIs and improve their payment systems in 2017. By 2018, the ECB had to show that it could build the infrastructure needed to meet that legal requirement. It was already being said that RippleNet was PSD2 compliant. TIPS was institutionally similar, and it's clear that the two languages share some words. I plan to meet with the ECB in Brussels at the end of 2018. Ripple was there, but it wasn't called crypto. Instead, it was known as real-time gross payment through the neutral bridge asset. It didn't say XRP on the slides. It said that the neutral asset layer would allow for dramatic closure. Those of us who have seen Ripple's private decks saw it right away. Even more was said in the NDA terms. In London, I looked over a draft that said, distributed settlement infrastructures may be evaluated under TIPS and PSD2 frameworks as long as they remain regulatory audible, ISO 2022 native, and identity anchored. In bank terms, that means the XRP ledger is in the reach. Why does this matter? To make clear, TIPS wasn't just about dollars. It was built to support FX routes that go across borders. The add-ons talked about working with multiple currencies, FX exchange tools that work in real time, and improving net liquidity. That is right where Ripple works. It then says that there is a trail of proof that connects it all. ECB talks in 2018 and 2019. When Benoit Curie talked about quick settlement between currencies, he meant it. The 2019 BIS study used Ripple's language, which includes atomic settlement with deterministic finality, vendor MOUS, reference hidden. Bridge asset drivers must keep their information secret. Each breadcrumb lines up. This is the intellectual jump. TIPS was never about getting coffee shops paid faster or people paying for coffee faster. It was a practice run for regulators for neutral settlement methods. Shopping was just a break. The goal was to coordinate institutional funding. From what I can remember, I was in the compliance checks. The ECB says that TIPS equals quick euros. The private line TIPS is the same as basic multi-currency passageways, identity-anchored regulators for hearing and words. It's easy to spot Ripple's prints. Putting these pieces together, going through this 2017 SD to APIS, 2018, the ECB releases TIPS, a language that works with any system.